Hello, Divine Feminine, and welcome to your Power Message for Friday. I love this message. It says, whenever I need anything, I know that it will be provided. What a beautiful message. And that's so true. Whenever we need anything in our lives, whether it's money, guidance, advice, help, support, resources, love, when we ask, it is given. And when we trust that what we are asking for is on its way, it will turn up quicker. Jesus said, when we ask and we believe, we receive. Ask and it is given. It's the law of attraction. It's the power of the universe. It's your law to have what you desire and deserve. So the message for today is know that when you need anything, it will always be provided for you, including the way to your union, the answers to your questions about your union, or anything else you need along the way. You're always being guided, directed, loved and supported by heaven. You're always being shown the way. So if you're asking questions and you stumble across a reading, or you stumble across an article, or a message comes to you through a song or a sign or a synchronicity that hasn't really come to you by chance, even though it's been divinely orchestrated perfectly by the universe, it's come to you because when you ask for it, it is given. And you were asking for it on some level, whether you knew about it, you've prayed about it, or your angels just know it's what you need right now. Because whatever you need, it's always been given to you. And that's the same with delays. And it's also the same with separation. And that can be hard sometimes to take because we think the separation sometimes, especially at the beginning of our journey when we're not really understanding the journey, we think it's a curse. We think we're being punished or, we think we've done something wrong. We're taking it personally. Whereas separation is preparation. It's a blessing. Because when we go into separation, the masculine needs that time to process, that's a given, but we need time to replenish our energy too. Because when separation comes in, most of the time as a divine feminine, we've been over-giving to our twin. So the universe is saying, have some time back for you. Give back to you. Whatever you need, it will be given. And right now you need time out. You need some space for yourself too. You need some love and attention back into yourself too. Most of the time when we go into separation, we're feeling drained, we're feeling tired, we're feeling depleted. And the separation comes in so that we can give ourselves what we need and start loving ourselves again and listening to ourselves again and giving back to ourselves again. And then when we're doing that and we're feeling good, the separation is over. The separation comes to a natural end. That's why your masculine always unblocks you at the right time. So when we get blocked, and it happened to me on every single platform, it's so painful and scary. It's scary because we lose that control. But as a divine feminine, we learn to let go of that control, which takes back our control, because then the universe steps in. So we take a step back so the universe can step in. And we step back from the connection so the masculine can step forward and take that lead and ask for what they want. So whenever you need anything today, know that it will be provided for you. And that's the same with anything we need. So in this life, we have an ego. We're human beings. We're spiritual, but we are having a human experience as a human being. And that human being comes with an ego. An ego brings in all that fear. It stresses us out, especially about money and the future and things we can't change like the past. So the ego may scare us about what if you can't pay the bills? What if you leave your job and you go into service and you can't survive? You can't pay your bills. You can't do what you want to do. What if you walk away from your twin, you never contact them and they never contact you? So the ego brings in all this fear. But we have to remember that whatever we ask for, whenever we need anything in our life, it's always being provided by this loving, abundant, limitless, vast universe. And we are so loved. The Creator knows every single hair on our head. So we're never forgotten. When Jesus was being killed on the cross, he was being crucified. And he said, why have you forgotten me? But he was learning. You know, even during all that pain, he was learning what God wanted him to learn before he was taken. And we have to remember that we are learning what we need to learn before our union. We learn what we need to learn on this journey. Everything happens for a reason. So if you aren't quite there yet with your goal or your dream or what you're manifesting, remember you're learning. You're learning something. You know, I have goals and things I want to achieve in my life. And when they seem to be, you know, a bit stagnant or not quite happening, I go within and question and ask why. And it's always the same. You're learning right now, Liz. You have to be patient and trust the universe. Trust the timing and the process of your life and everything you're manifesting. And that's true for you, and it's true for union. And it's true for this journey in every area of the school of our life. Love, career, home, personal life, physical self. Everything is happening for our divine good. And everything seems to be happening to us, but it's actually happening for us. So whenever you need anything, today or any day, know that it's always being provided for you. And I love how we've got this kind of, you know, this gorgeous kind of, you know, sunrise, or you may be seeing that as a sunset, but the sun coming through the trees. Things get better. Sometimes things seem to get worse before they get better. What I'm actually seeing this as here is, you know, when Judas, and, you know, I'm not bringing religion into this reading at all, okay? It's just an example of a situation. You know, when Judas betrayed Jesus, he was struggling so much with what he'd done that he was seeing demons. You know, he was seeing demons. He was in his mind, because the mind plays tricks on us. The mind creates all that fear. So he was in fear about what he'd done, because he knew he'd betrayed an innocent being. And it was his own guilt and his own fear. So he was facing his own inner demons, and he was going through a battle within, and his dark night of the soul. And he ended up, you know, committing suicide. He hung himself on a tree, and that's showing me that, you know, I'm being shown this tree. But from that, what came out of that? You know, if you think about it, what happened with Jesus, it had to be that way. It had to be that way because it was part of the divine plan. So Judas betraying Jesus was also part of the divine plan, you know, for Jesus to be caught and trialed and crucified. So there's a plan. And obviously Jesus forgave Judas as soon as it happened. So the point I'm making is, you know, forgive and heal and understand that there's always a divine plan. So if your masculine seems to have betrayed you or abused you in some way or hurt you, and in a way crucified you with the pain and the suffering, forgive them, because it's part of the divine plan. It's made you a warrior. It's made you strong, and it's made your masculine go within and go through their own dark night of the soul and face their own demons, because they know they've betrayed an innocent being, and they know they've hurt you, and that's really hurting themselves. So bit of a deep message today, but I'm really feeling this. So I'm seeing this energy as kind of Good Friday before Easter Sunday. So Good Friday was when, you know, all the darkness came in, and then on Easter Sunday there was the rebirth, the resurrection. So whatever darkness you're going through right now in your journey, or something you're going through in your day, it could be anything. Maybe you're going through pain at work, or, you know, a fallout with a friend, or something with your family, or illness, or anything that's going on within your life right now. This too shall pass. There'll be a better time ahead, because after the storm there always comes the sun. And that's the big message for you today. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.